we have discussed? One small box in the graph paper equals to 1 millimeter. Okay. Why we choose this? Because it might give us some convenience. If you just measure that small box on the graph paper with the scale which you have, right? So it's exactly, I mean, I cannot say exactly, but approximately equals to 1 millimeter, right? So whatever you measure in the graph paper or whatever you measure through the scale, that would be equal. Okay, so that's why we normally take this. Please, whoever has unmuted mic, please mute them. Okay, and whenever you have some questions, you can unmute your mic. Thank you. Okay, so this is related to the scale which we already discussed. Let me just try to draw the diagram. Okay, so this is very simple software. I mean, there are definitely not a lot of options there, but it's very convenient and it's very useful. Okay, so let me just draw the axes first. Okay, so let me just try. So this is x-axis and this is a little bit okay, and this is y-axis. Okay, now what I need to draw a rocker. Okay, so I will choose this protector and I will put it here. By the way, I mean, if you wanted to use this software, it's just a 4-real software for iOS. I don't know, is it available for Android or not, but it's really good software. So what we can do, just put this protector. Okay, by the way, this is protector, I mean, and mark 60 degree or initial orientation was how much was the initial orientation we took? 60 degrees, right?
60 degrees.
Yes,
so yeah, take to 60 degree and then just click this one 2 times, and now I go back to the scale. So I will draw, and the initial length was
50
millimeter, right? Okay, so this is now in millimeters. So okay, so we can draw. By the way, line should be here. So okay, so this is from 7 to 2. Okay, I'm drawing a little bit more. Okay, but it's okay. I mean, just 50 millimeter here, and then rotate it by 60 degrees, right? Sorry, 45 degrees. So 60 plus 45, that would be 115, right?
105.
Sorry, 105. So 105. This one. Just click this. Okay, and again scale. Okay. Again. Almost this one, right? Okay. So these are the initial angle, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 45 degree rotation. And after that, what we did, draw the arc, right? Okay. So let me just use this compass, and the arc would be 5 millimeter again, right? Okay, so that would be the chord. So how I can use this one? Just I will use this, the compass. Okay. Yeah. And then this is 50 millimeter, and I can just rotate and draw the arc here. Okay, so this is the arc chord which we have. Okay. And after that, I cannot use pencil here, but I don't know why it's not working, but you can mark B1 and B2 here. Okay, now what we need to draw the dotted extended line just to pass these 2 points. Okay, so let me draw the dotted line here. A bit tricky here to draw the dotted line. As I told you, this is very basic software. That's why we need some working here, but it's very useful. Okay, and I can just put it here as well. Now we got B1. This is a little bit angle problem, but anyway, yeah. So we have B1, B2. Now what we need to select O2, right? So O2, you can mark it here. Now I would like to take the midpoint. If you remember, we need to take the midpoint of B1 and B2. So now I need to just open it a little bit less, just to, and mark the arc here. Okay, and rotate it and mark the arc here. Okay, now just put, sorry, yeah, this is a little bit, no, I need to move it to here. Okay, undo. Yeah, so I need to move the compass here. Sorry. Let me mark the point first, and then it would be good. I'm taking a smaller actually section here. Let's say 2 centimeter line. Okay. As I told you, the arc for the middle point, it could be less than B1, or it could be equal to B1, but should not be greater than B1. Okay. So I'm marking the point here. Let's see. This is, I don't know, this color is. Okay, let me just use this compass again. So what I'm doing, I'm creating an arc here. Okay. Now I need to move it here, and do not change the length. So let's just put and move it here. Okay. Now don't change the compass length. Move to the next point. Exactly this one. So draw arc here, take it here, and draw the arc here. Okay. So now if you join these 2 points, so this is the, I don't know why it's site. I'm sorry, I mean, this is a little bit software, so it has some pixels issue, so there could be an error here. Okay. So I'm just marking the point. This is the point, middle point. Okay. So this is the bisection. Now what I need, I just need to open the compass, right? So I need to take it here. Let's say this point. Okay. And open the compass. It's not less than this one. This is the problem. Okay, so approximately this one. Okay, yeah, and then take it to point O2. Let's say this is O2 here, which we mark, and just draw the circle here. Okay, so just remember that this is O2. I mean, there are some issues with this software. I don't know why I cannot use the pencil here. Anyway, so the starting point of this, right? And now that's it. So what you can do, we can measure this point and this one. So just write, just so the ground is approximately 82 millimeter. Okay, so 82 millimeter is the ground. Let me write it. L1 equals to 82. The crank is how much? Is approximately 20 millimeter. By the way, it's 82 or 72. Yeah, it's 72. Yeah, ground is 72, not 82, because I'm measuring from 1. And crank, which is L2, equals to 20 millimeter. And from this point to the B1, so let's just put it here. So I'm measuring from 3. So it's almost 8.4, right? So from 3 to 8.2, this is 5.4, right? So 54 is the coupler. 54, okay. And rocker was 50. Okay. So the Grashof condition is maximum is 72, right? Crank is L2, so 20 plus 72 less than 54 and 50. Okay. So this is 92 less than 104. Yeah. So the Grashof is satisfied. Okay. You can write these dimensions with you. Okay. Might be you will get a little bit different, but definitely not more than plus minus 1 or 2 millimeter. Okay, because we are using the same dimensions, same initial conditions, so you should get the same dimensions as I got. Let me repeat it. Once I measure it, the ground link is 72 millimeter. Crank, which is L2, it's 20 millimeter. Coupler, which is L3, 54 millimeter. And L4, which we assumed rocker length is 50 millimeter. Okay, so here we have maximum link of the length is ground, which is 72. Minimum, definitely it's a crank rocker mechanism, so it's 20 millimeter. And intermediate, we have 54 and 50. So once you put in the Greshov condition, on the left hand side we have 92, and on the right hand side we have 104. So the Greshov condition is satisfied, right? So this is your crank rocker mechanism. It will give you the output of 45 degrees of rocker output from its initial position. You can change the initial position, then it will definitely be different, probably dimensions, okay? And that's it, okay? But in my opinion, once you change the initial orientation, the dimensions of the length will not be changed. Might be the angles would change, okay, only. So do you have any question in this problem?
Doctor,
Yes.
why you draw R mini arrow in the center?
Yeah. I mean, now we have actually the first arc, the blue one, the top blue one arc is the chord arc, right? Which shows the intersection points of B1 and B2 to the rocker. Now the second arc, I just marked. The second arc means the middle one, the single arc. I just marked to make sure, because I'm working in the software. I just want to make sure that, okay, my compass will not be more than this one. Okay, so I have 2 points here, which are crossing rockers. So for the middle point, and then once I actually measured this one, I put the compass at certain point here. Okay, so certain point here, and then just take the arc, these 2 arcs, in order to take the middle point of B1 and B2.
Okay.
The drawing is simple. I mean, it's not complicated drawing, but the idea, I mean, you should understand what is the idea here. Okay. Okay. So if nobody has the question, let me just move to the example number 2.
Doctor,
Okay. Yes.
Is the coupler always has to be the longest length?
No, not necessary. Not necessary. I mean, it could be the intermediate link as well. Okay. But here in our case, it's intermediate actually. L3 is 54, so it's a intermediate link. In our case, what we have drawn, the ground link is the largest link.
Okay.
Okay.
Dexter, I have a question.
Yes.
Is it okay if I get a different results for ground?
How much different?
I solved the problem and I get 104 millimeters. I think because the O2.
Okay, because of the O2. Yeah, yes, you are right. Okay, once you change the O2, definitely it will.
So it's okay.
As far as the Greshov condition is satisfied,
Yes.
and the initial conditions are same. I mean, initial condition means the rocker rotation, which is 45 degrees, and the length of the rocker, which is 50 millimeter. You can get different, definitely ground based on, and coupler definitely also, because it's all both are dependent on the position of O2. Yes, but as far as the Greshov is satisfied, that's perfectly fine. Okay. Any other question? Okay. So let me just switch to the next problem. Please open the next problem in front of you. Okay. Let me stop